10 underrated English seaside towns you need to see. The English coastline hides some of the most peaceful, picture-perfect getaways you could ever imagine. Beyond the tourist magnets like Brighton or Blackpool, there are smaller gems that quietly sparkle with old-world charm, authentic communities, and stunning sea views. In this journey through 10 underrated English seaside towns you need to see, we'll uncover the places that often slip under the radar. Towns where fishing boats still dock, beach huts still line the shore, and every sunset feels personal. These hidden coastal spots are England at its most quietly beautiful. 10. Filey, North Yorkshire. If you've ever wished for your own slice of classic British seaside without the crowds, Filey delivers it in full measure. Tucked between Scarborough and Bridlington, this North Yorkshire gem is blessed with a 5-mile sandy beach that feels endless on a summer evening. Its long promenade, Edwardian charm, and cliffside views from Filey Brigg make it perfect for those who prefer calm over chaos. Locals still speak fondly of the fishing heritage that shaped Filey before it became a Victorian resort. Today, it's a haven for walkers, birdwatchers, and families wanting space to breathe. The town's understated charm has helped it stay off the mass tourism map, which is exactly what makes it one of the 10 underrated English seaside towns you need to see. 9. Southwold, Suffolk. If there's a place that captures the quintessential English seaside without trying too hard, it's Southwold. Nestled on Suffolk's heritage coast, Southwold is all about colour and calm. Pastel beach huts, a vintage pier with quirky mechanical attractions, and a towering white lighthouse watching over it all. This town oozes character. Independent shops and local pubs like the Lord Nelson keep its spirit authentic, while its proximity to nature, reserves and marshlands offers easy escapes into the wild. Despite being beloved by many who've discovered it, Southwold never feels hectic. Its slightly old-fashioned air, in the best possible way, makes it one of England's most graceful seaside towns. 8. Whitstable, Kent. On the North Kent coast sits a town that feels as though it's been carefully preserved just for dreamers. Whitstable. Famous for its oysters since Roman times, this town is both working harbour and weekend haven. Its pastel beach huts, pebbled beaches, and sea-facing cafes create a scene straight out of a storybook. The air smells of salt and seafood. You can wander the boutique-lined harbour street or stop for oysters at the Royal Native Oyster Stores. Yet, despite its popularity among those in the know, Whitstable remains defiantly local. Fishermen still mend nets, and the tide still rules the rhythm of the day. For many, this balance between charm and authenticity makes Whitstable one of the 10 underrated English seaside towns you need to see. 7. Budleigh-Salterton, Devon. Tucked along the red cliffs of East Devon, Budleigh-Salterton feels like the kind of place time forgot, in the best way. The beach, made of smooth, colourful pebbles, stretches beneath dramatic Jurassic coast cliffs that glow gold at sunset. There's no noisy amusement arcades here, just calm coastal beauty. This seaside town sits between the busier resorts of Sidmouth and Exmouth, making it ideal for visitors who prefer peace to parties. Locals take pride in keeping Budleigh understated, and it shows. Clean beaches, friendly shops, and a pace of life that invites you to slow down. Whether you're filming a travel vlog or craving a quiet walk, Budleigh's natural palette of red rock and turquoise water delivers cinematic perfection. 6. Hunstanton, Norfolk. Known affectionately as Sunny Honey, this west-facing seaside town in Norfolk offers one of the rarest views on England's east coast, sunsets over the sea. Its famous striped red and white cliffs are instantly recognisable and provide the perfect backdrop for drone shots or lazy evening strolls. Hunstanton strikes that beautiful middle ground between nostalgia and modern comfort. The Victorian promenade and penny arcades give off traditional seaside warmth, while its coastal walks and kitesurfing beaches bring a dash of adventure. It's also one of the most family-friendly seaside towns in East Anglia, with easy access to nature reserves and seal-watching tours along the Wash. 5. Seaford, East Sussex. Seaford doesn't boast the glitz of Brighton or the popularity of Eastbourne, and that's precisely its charm. It sits quietly between the two, backed by the South Downs and facing the English Channel with rugged beauty. Its shingle beach, chalk cliffs, and proximity to the Seven Sisters Country Park make it a paradise for photographers and walkers alike. From Seaford Head, you'll find one of the most iconic views in all of England, the sweeping white cliffs of the Seven Sisters rolling into the sea. The town itself is peaceful, with small cafes, friendly locals, and a strong community spirit. For those seeking a simple coastal escape, Seaford's modesty is its superpower. 4. New Brighton, Merseyside. Across the Mersey from Liverpool lies New Brighton, a seaside town with a working-class heart and a creative soul. Once one of northern England's most popular resorts, it fell out of fashion for decades before quietly reinventing itself. Today, you'll find a lively arts scene, rejuvenated promenade, and murals splashed across the town's walls. Fort Perch Rock, the Victorian lighthouse, and panoramic views of Liverpool's skyline make it ideal for filming or sightseeing. The town's revival is driven by locals who never lost faith in their coastline, transforming it into a colourful hub of creativity. It's proof that the North's seaside charm never truly fades, it just evolves. 3. Bexhill-on-Sea, East Sussex. Between Hastings and Eastbourne lies Bexhill-on-Sea, a seaside town with quiet confidence. It's not as flashy as Brighton, nor as sleepy as Rye. It sits perfectly in between, offering coastal calm with a touch of culture. The star attraction is the De La Warr Pavilion, an Art Deco masterpiece that hosts concerts, exhibitions, and film screenings right by the sea. Beyond the pavilion, Bexhill's promenade is lined with pastel beach huts, gentle waves, and a timeless tranquility that makes it ideal for reflection or filming slow cinematic scenes. The beach itself stretches wide, and even in summer you'll find plenty of space to breathe. Once one of England's first purpose-built resorts, Bexhill has aged gracefully, quietly stylish, endlessly soothing. 2. Cromer, Norfolk. Cromer is pure vintage England, a town where crab pots line the pier, seagulls wheel over the waves, and the scent of fish and chips drifts through the salty air. Perched on Norfolk's north coast, it's been a family favourite for over a century, but somehow still feels like a secret. The Victorian pier remains the heart of the town, home to one of the UK's last traditional seaside theatres. The cliffs offer breathtaking views, while Cromer's narrow streets brim with local charm. From cosy cafes to fishermen selling freshly caught crab. For travellers who crave a blend of nostalgia and authenticity, Cromer is unbeatable. It may not shout for attention, but it quietly wins hearts. 1. Stairs, North Yorkshire. If there's one coastal town in England that captures the imagination, it's Stairs, a village-turned-seaside town that feels lost in another era. Once one of Yorkshire's busiest fishing ports, Stairs now thrives on art, history and sheer beauty. Its narrow cobbled streets tumble down to a tiny harbour framed by towering cliffs. The houses seem to lean against one another, as if for warmth, their rooftops glowing orange at sunset. Artists have long been drawn to Stairs. Even Captain James Cook began his career here as a grocer's apprentice before taking to the seas. Today, its quiet charm and cinematic scenery make it the most underrated seaside town in all of England. Every corner feels like a painting, every lane tells a story, and every visitor leaves knowing they've found somewhere truly special. The magic of these 10 underrated English seaside towns you need to see lies in their authenticity. They may lack neon lights and crowds, but they offer something richer, calm, charm, and character. From Filey's golden sands to Stair's cobbled cliffsides, England's quiet coasts remind us that beauty doesn't need to shout to be seen. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell.